Oblivion Showcase. Oh, what's up, Moon? What up, what up, what up? Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm hesitant that it's 1-to-1 because it was okay. It was apparently so much of the original Oblivion that was cut in production. I'm hoping they put that back. I'm either up for the Oblivion Showcase or work. Well, let's hope it's the showcase. We have half an hour, so I'm starting early. Do Skyrim after the showcase to really seal the deal. Do I have Skyrim installed? I don't have Skyrim installed. That's going to take forever to install on stream. We'll see when it comes out. I know the Steam page already leaked. And then they took it down. 120 gigs. I don't think you want to stream it with multiple monitors anyway. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We also have Monster Hunter to do today, so. Now you're an early cleaner, crazy? Hey man. Somebody's got to take care of those ears. Why not someone like me? I'm a man of the people. I do what I can. You know? If nobody's got you, I got you. And it's looking like a good day for cleaning. You know what I haven't seen? I've seen a lot of VTuber designs. Scientist is like, not common, but it's not like far off. Any viewers should go check out the merch. True. Thank you for that. I haven't seen a janitor VTuber. Moon, have you ordered the bucket hat? For the merch page? Not yet, but I intend to. Man. I also gotta do the refresh. I gotta redo some of the things, but I've been putting it off because I got no ideas. Okay. We have a choice to watch this. We have either 24 minutes on the YouTube with the timer. I like the logo on the bucket hat. Hey. Make a somber moon hoodie. If I get to the point where I have a 4-digit follower account, I will make mod merch. Either If I hit either 1,000 followers or I make enough money from the merch to be good, I will make mod merch. I will make merch of the mods, and then any money made from that merch will go to the mods. That's the deal. So if I make like a Jonah hoodie or like a Somber Moon hoodie, anybody that buys that hoodie, that money will go to them. That way I know who's. That's the best way for me to know who chat's favorite mod is. Okay. Let's get. No, let's do this one. Now, do we want to see Twitch chat? Like Bethesda's Twitch chat? Nah. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I'll put it to like there. That's a good spot. You'll see the purple go by, so you know when people chat for the first time. I would totally buy a Jonah with hoodies, short ass on it. Okay. Okay. Jonah is probably still asleep, so he can't even defend himself. But we currently have 20 something minutes. And then it starts. Okay. He can't reach me anyway. I still think he should have downloaded Destiny the other night. Jonah has a laptop that explodes every other week. I don't want him to download Destiny just because I still need him as a mod. Phone mod? No. PC is so much easier to do stuff on Twitch with. I'm aware. Yeah. Let me bring up the YouTube page. I'm aware. 20 minutes. Wait. Right there. I could set that. I think I still have the timer on here. Gotta go in human phys class. Good luck. What's 18 minutes in seconds? 1080. Where should it? You know, I'll put this right here. Right to the Fortnite season reveal. I can do that. It's jarring. I already know what it is. I've seen the season. Darth Jar Jar and all that. All right. I do. It's got a copyrighted remix, which is still gonna get tagged as the. Okay. No sound for it because it's got music in it. I like those two skins. I don't play Fortnite as much. So this is kind of like, uh, you know. That character looks familiar. Darth Jar Jar. May 2nd. And then having what's the music? Right. Having the different story beats like this. Great idea. Moon, if you want to come talk to me about the Fortnite thing, you can hop in the chat. Like, hop in the channel anytime. I don't mind.
You see, I would, but I've got to go to work.
What?
Goodbye.
Oh, goodbye. Drink some water, man.
I will.
What is that? Oh. Moon dropping dip. Ripping dip. Oh, apparently there's a new global emote. Chat. Why did the screen just flash? Rockin' Stone. Where's the global emote? What? This is the new global emote, but it's like... I don't understand the reference. We're almost there. Almost there. 12 minutes. Why is it... I don't see where it is. I have a new main in Overwatch, it's Mercy. You... Okay, man. Her pistol is amazing. I don't know what her staff does. Her staff is the healing part. But, you know, you want to be Battle Mercy, that's up to you. Mm-hmm. She's like the support. Yeah, probably. But honestly, if you're not healing and you're doing more damage than the DPS, then like, does it matter, really? Like, if a Mercy can out DPS a soldier, that's bad. Moira never heals. Never ever. Anytime I played Overwatch, I never got a Moira that healed. See, you should out DPS the tank. Because the tank does damage, but also should be mitigating, depending on the tank. You shouldn't be out DPSing your DPS roles. They should be doing more than you. Also had more kills than the tank. It's not fully on the tank to get kills. It's on DPS. Again. Why am I always out DPSing my DPSers? What rank are you? Moon? Just curious. I haven't been ranked yet. That makes a lot of sense. We're 8 minutes away. Ooh. Diamond 5 is pretty good. Dude, I just want this to start. I'm watching this Twitch chat go by, and they've put it in slow mode now. They put it into a 60-second slow mode. on Twitch. And the timer stopped. That's fantastic. That's okay. We don't need it. $12 reveal? Brother, we can't even get halfway through that. 6 isn't even out yet. 6 has had one trailer. And that was what, 3 years ago? We never hit in double digits for a Bethesda title. That was more? What was more? You're lying to me. Hey, Zoph. So if we have like 6-7 minutes, there is 30,000 people waiting right here. Let's go to special events. Let's sit in that chat. Sit in that category. Moon, you're lying to me. I'm not going to check that because that's going to validate you. So I'm not going to do that. It was not 2018? Mm-mm-mm. Nope. Uh-uh. I refuse to believe. Zoph, I hope you're doing okay this fine morning. I'm tired. I probably sound tired. Anytime I know I'm gonna be up early, I never
The Empire cannot win.
The revolution's coming alive.
end up sleeping in.
More time.
Or like sleeping the whole night.
Think like a leader.
Andor Season 2, now streaming only on Disney+.
What is this audio? Okay, 6.5 minutes. Ooh. It's actually happening. I think you're okay. Oh, we're so close. People in the Twitch chat just keep putting quotes from the NPCs. What a community. So what do we... Okay. What do we think is going to be revealed? Are we going to get a full remaster? Or are we going to get some extra goodies? Some of the content that was taken out before Oblivion released? Is that going to be put back in? What do we think? 100% it's going to have Creation Club and like the new mod access thing and all the new little stuff, like the little thank you NHL microtransaction things. What else do we think it's going to have? The 4 will turn into a 6 at the end and show a release date for Fallout 5. I don't think we'll get a Fallout release in an Elder Scrolls stream. Maybe they'll hit us with the 2-time trailer, like the 2 for 2. We're not... Okay. Moon. We're not gonna get another IP's trailer or news in this one. What they might do is do the showcase for Oblivion and then be like, oh, by the way, Elder Scrolls 6 comes out next year or something, right? They're not going to put Elder Scrolls out in the same year as... Can you imagine? Imagine this. In the big 2025, we get GTA 6. And an Elder Scrolls 6 and Oblivion game. There's no way. That's actually just no competition. No other game can release this year because no one's going to be playing them. It's either going to be ES6 or GTA 6. There's actually just no way. Right? I mean, 2 minutes. We'll see. But there's no way. Like, there's no way it releases this year. I don't know what we are learning because I was sick. You're in human physiology, so you should know. Jonah! Thank you for using that emote. Also, hello. Real ones like me will play both. They will. But, Moon, what I'm saying is, if GTA 6 and Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, no one's gonna play any other game. Every other game is gonna die immediately. There's just no way. Now, what they can do, because all the Nintendo stuff that's been happening price-wise, and all of the stuff with people thinking GTA 6 is gonna be $100+ imagine if this Oblivion game comes out, $40. It won't be, but imagine. Imagine the win Bethesda would get by having a $40 game. Don't be doing this to me. They've had enough time with microtransactions. They can get stuff back. GTA 6 will not be $100 and it won't be $40. How do we know? Dude, 10 seconds. Oh, virtuous. Now watch it be VR.
The others, they would take it to the tower. They're behind us. This ends here.
You
Oh.
hold our future in your hands. Take with you my blessings and the hope of the Empire.
End of trailer.
Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Here we are 20 years later.
Oh. I'm sorry about the ad, I didn't see it.
When you think about the Elder Scrolls, to us it goes beyond game franchise.
Yeah, it's the DNA of Bethesda Game Studios.
Obviously, we're working on the 6th chapter here, but what's great about the Elder Scrolls is being able to look back at all of the chapters.
Confirming they're
Skyrim,
still working.
Oblivion, Morrowind, Daggerfall, Arena, and each of them try to define role-playing games and open-world games for their generation.
Fans got so connected with the worlds we've made and these stories we're telling, and it's really amazing.
Oblivion was a real defining moment in the series and for how we make games as a studio.
Yes, I know it's hockey, go
When
away.
it comes to a remaster, we want people to feel the way they did then, but it's still a game of its time. You want to keep those bones in place. You want some of that old charm.
Coming back to Oblivion now with this tremendous visual update is absolutely amazing.
Don't
It's
say
the world
visual
I
update.
remember, but better.
There's so much there, both for the Elder Scrolls world and also this evolution of our games, I think is really, really important for people to take a look back at.
Dude, please. What is with game companies and not having live streams at work?
Looking back and seeing everything we've accomplished in the past 20 years and working with these people, like, it's really special.
Yeah, there are still quite a few people that I've worked with for that long, and it sort of gave me the warm fuzzies.
Oh my God, it's been 20 years? I think the thing that gets me the most is the music. Like, when you hear that music at the main menu, there's just like...
Ooh.
There's this, like, flood of nostalgia.
Oblivion is the beginning of who I am. As an individual, as a game developer, it all starts.
I don't even think it
Huh?
took me till release. People loved it.
What is going on?
Like, they loved it.
What is going on? Why is
Such
it
a key
lagging?
moment in our history of making games and the evolution of how we build these worlds and having... We had that...
What? Dude. A Doom trailer? I don't care.
What can you get for
I don't care.
a piping hot
delicious pizza, that's what. Buy one pizza and get the second one for $1. Yeah, pizza. For a limited time, online only, only at Pizza Hut.
I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see.
Whether you're reliving these moments or experiencing them for the first time, the world of Oblivion Remastered immediately looks and feels incredible.
So I know
When we
they're
decided to remaster Oblivion, we were really picky about finding the right partner. From the very beginning of this project, we had one rule. We weren't going to do this if we weren't going to be able to do it right. Our partners at Virtuous went above and beyond to bring our vision to life.
dear.
The care and master has been absolutely breathtaking.
Welcome to Paris, and welcome to
They're
Virtuous.
French.
Our
No.
team here has been hard at work delivering the best remastered Oblivion experience possible.
It's okay.
We've worked with Bethesda Game Studios on other projects in the past, so we know what makes that.
Is that why it's lagging? It's coming over from France?
We wanted to make the remaster more friendly to gamers with modern hardware. This is Oblivion in its most complete form.
It's about time someone got here. Huzzah!
Oh. Alligator.
Those familiar with only some Elder Scrolls lore will now be able to experience the events that set the stage. You embark on an epic journey to stop the Mythic Dawn cult.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
From unleashing the Daedric Prince of Destruction.
What was the Oblivion Crisis? What happened to the previous Emperor of Cyrodiil? Why are there only 8 divines instead of 9?
It's
In addition
not.
to the core game, the remaster contains all add-ons, including story expansions, Shivering Isles, and Knights of the Nine, so you get the full.
It's not a Bethesda title without lag.
On a personal level, it was really important to me to ensure that we're preserving the magic of the original experience. At the end of the day, we're all fans too.
This is a dream project for me, right? I'm a fan. I have been always a fan.
Well, I played Oblivion for perhaps 10,000 hours.
Oblivion was my first Elder Scrolls game, and it was one of the games that made me want to be a game developer.
The best way to describe it would be to call it a love letter.
The glitches and bugs, we're seeing it right now.
You will find your own path, but there will be blood and death before the end.
It looks... insane.
The technology we use to create the
Is this a thing with Twitch?
a long way since then.
Like... how's the YouTube one?
The original Oblivion is still the heart and soul of the remaster, but we use Unreal Engine 5 to help achieve all our visual goals. We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives all the word logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost... We think of the Oblivion game engine as the brain and Unreal 5 as the body. The brain drives
Unreal
all
5,
the word
okay.
logic and gameplay, and the body brings to life the experience that players have loved for almost 20 years.
But it's not just about pure fidelity. We knew we had to preserve the distinct style, making it as uniquely Oblivion as possible.
The brush opens a portal into the painting. You're stuck here like I am.
The Isles, a wonderful place. Good for a visit. Or eternity.
Okay.
We've leveraged nearly every major feature from the latest version of Unreal 5.
It's just Twitch messing it up.
Our goal was to push the visuals to the next level using the latest technologies.
Yago?
We created brand new, highly detailed character models and stunning landscapes that use millions of polygons in each asset,
Oh.
allowing us a truly impressive level of detail in the world.
That's why.
Every single asset in this game was completely redesigned and handcrafted from scratch.
Your sweet roll is 3 million
An advanced
polygons.
real-time lighting system that accurately simulates how light interacts with the environment. This results in more realistic lighting and atmospheric effects. While the original game had limited dynamic shadows, now the entire world reacts naturally to light.
That's why it's 120
We use
gigs.
an incredible new lip sync technology that really enhanced performance in our characters.
He left us a warning. Heed it!
Unreal tools helped us create the base mesh of our characters. From there, our artists sculpt each race individually to adapt it to the mesh, allowing us to share the model, rig, and textures. As a result, all races, including Argonians, Orcs, and Khajiits, are built on the same base mesh, making the lip sync system more effective even when the characters have very different facial features.
Welcome to the guild.
We have access to so many modern rendering features. You'll see them in something as simple as running through a forest. Insects flying around, fish swimming in the water, light filtering through the leaves. Thanks to these technological advances, you feel even more immersed in this living, breathing world. You'll really believe you're in Cyrodiil.
I believe you can handle a more complicated assignment. I would like you to retrieve a carved panel from the central chamber of the High Fane.
Oh. Skeleton? Now, is it the same? Is it the Bethesda skull I know and love?
It's not just visuals that we've modernized in the remaster. It's gameplay.
Green.
It's UI and UX. It's audio. We've updated features and systems across the board.
We've changed the approach to leveling, which I think will make a lot of people happy. It's inspired by the leveling systems of both Oblivion and Skyrim, so it's the best of both worlds. We were able to fully recreate the character models, creating a physicality that feels more human. You see that in places like combat animations, where there's a lot more separation between the upper and lower body. And
No,
all
it's a new
animations
skull.
are more flourish.
It's unplayable.
Combat in the original Oblivion didn't have sound effects, visual effects, or hit reactions. Now you'll get blood splatters, sparks, and controller feedback. You know, it's a little thing, but little things add up to make the combat more modern and engaging.
There's a proper third-person perspective now. The original had third person, but there was no crosshair and we felt the experience could be modernized. One of our goals was to have a third-person view that compared to Starfield in terms of playability.
Oh.
Now, the third-person perspective has all the same control you get from the first-person view.
You have my ear, citizen.
When Oblivion first launched,
Greetings. How goes it? How are you?
disk storage limits meant we couldn't have unique voiceovers for all the races. So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue.
Oh?
Each race represented in the game now sounds unique.
Was that an Argonian?
The sight of those creatures.
So we've gone back and recorded new lines of dialogue. Each race
Oh. Oh. Oh no.
represented in the game now sounds unique.
Can't stand the sight
That's...
of those creatures.
We also made sure to keep in all of the quirkier dialogue.
I really like the way they say hello. Sometimes it's so random, and then they just, hi there.
Hi there.
But it's like so nice and creepy at the same time.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop! You violated the law.
Stop, criminal scum!
Stop right there, criminal scum.
Cheese for everyone.
Cheese for everyone!
Me? Cheese for me?
We are going to steal one of the Elder Scrolls from the Imperial Palace. You need to find the reading room. The blind priests will deliver a scroll to you there. Do not speak to the priest.
Is 7TV down?
I've chosen you because you are the best. Good luck.
Why is Classic not showing up?
Stop! You violated the law. Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Then pay with your blood.
Not on my end. I'm on mobile. Oh. Damn.
As games have developed over the past 20 years, players have come to expect a certain suite of tools and controls.
Like sprinting. Sprinting is an interesting one because there was such a big debate internally among our teams. Some of us were absolute purists, but ultimately, we decided it's 2025 and people are going to want to sprint.
This guy looks like a gamer.
All of the character locomotion has been completely redone from scratch, and that has a huge impact from the very beginning of the game.
Every single updated or new feature was implemented with the player in mind. It all comes down to what makes Oblivion, Oblivion. What are those features that just immediately come to mind for players when they think of the game?
The mini-games are the mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
That
How's it go again?
is such a
Mini-games. Those are so iconic to Oblivion.
oh. You know, maybe some things didn't need a didn't need a redo. This is holy chin, dude.
How's it go again?
Like Lock
Why am I mad and or in
Put a
despair?
fresh coat of paint
It
on
just
You
looks
can't change it too much because it's part of the core experience.
it looks so different
Whether you're
for the
returning to
Argonians.
Cyrodiil or you're a newcomer,
I'm going to follow you and watch you and worship the ground you walk on.
you will instantly feel at home. It just feels better.
Oh,
We've modernized a lot, but it's still the same incredible adventure and the same carefully handcrafted world.
Well, it's about time. Do you know how long we've been waiting?
the lighting makes all the characters look so creepy.
Oblivion is a core part of the story of Bethesda Game Studios. None of what we're surrounded by right now would be here if we hadn't made that game and if it hadn't been the success that it was. The effort that we put into it, the sort of the love that went into it, I think that comes across on the screen.
To have worked on something that people care enough where you're in a position where you can remaster it, it's a privilege.
And now, to help introduce this game to a new generation
It'll
of
be fine.
players,
It'll be fine.
I feel so lucky.
I really think that people, when they jump back into the remaster, they're going to be shocked at just how good the game looks.
Where's Fallout Shelter 2, man?
The Oblivion gates look
Come on.
incredible, and I think they're just going to find themselves lost in the world.
Even if it's just the music, for example, just walking around for half an hour in the world, you feel something, and that's precious.
You're going back to a world that you've been to before, but it's better somehow. Like, it's an intangible thing, but it's like, it's new, it's fun, like it's exciting again.
But it's ultimately the same game. There was a lot of respect for what was before, and I think the fans will appreciate that.
From all of us at Bethesda Game Studios
and Virtuous,
we want to thank you for joining us today. Oblivion has a very special place in my heart, and being able to work on this remaster and bring it to a new generation of players has been an incredible experience. We were too excited to get it in your hands and didn't want to just show it off to you and then make you have to wait.
We'll go back through it. Wait, what do you mean?
The best part of my job is that I get to be the one to announce that the Oblivion remaster will be available
Is it out?
today.
Huh? I'm sorry?
Born 87 years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
You're...
This is the 27th of Last Seed. The year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing
I take
days
back
of the
any
third
criticism I had.
and the final hours of my life. I have seen the gates of oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. This is only the beginning.
Oh.
Worse is yet to come.
Looks clear.
from becoming darkness.
Dude, I... So they had an Oblivion remaster timed to come out a few... like half a year before the Fallout 3 remaster. Does that mean... Please.
Find him and close shut the jaws of oblivion.
Remastered Digital Deluxe includes the DLCs. I don't care about these. These are... eh. Is that it? Is that it? Oh! Okay. 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 I'm looking at the Steam. I'm looking at the Steam. I'm looking at the Steam. I'm going. I'm moving. $50 reacting? Oblivion. Oh! $67. Dude. I was right. They weren't gonna make it 80. Dude, they saw all the stuff going on with Nintendo, were like, easy win? Shadow drop. Oh. Dude. 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 I will never doubt again. I'm so sorry. Apologies. No, it says special gameplay reveal. What is that? What is what? It's still lagging. It's still...
Wow. What did we just witness? The worst kept secret ever? Maybe. Probably. But you just witnessed the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remastered Direct. That is coming to you,
You know what? Fine.
today. Maybe even now. I don't know. We'll have to check after this stream.
There. Just have
I'm
it.
joined by the wonderful, talented,
That's a YouTube's
incredible
plushie.
Wes Johnson. You.
Ah, hi.
And Wes, who do you have here with you?
This is Finn. Oh, yes, he knows his name now. Hello there, Finn. How are you? I mean, for the sake of this, we can call him Barbas if you'd like, but he's a sweetie pie, and he wanted to get his time, Mr. DeMille.
That makes sense. I wouldn't if I had a new puppy.
And that's how Bethesda regained the trust of the entire community.
Have you ever heard
Dude.
Harry Nilsson's puppy song?
No.
It's like, I take my puppy everywhere. Da-da-da-da.
Well, for you, those of you joining us, either new or from the Direct, we're going to be sharing some gameplay of Wes's old stomping grounds, but newer now. With
I'm telling my friend
the
Lucas.
remastered version.
I can't wait.
So,
He
Wes,
is.
for those that do not
Oh.
know you, first, shame on you if you don't. But if you don't, why don't you tell our friends?
I have
here
not been
what
this excited for so long.
role you've done in Oblivion.
In Oblivion, you're going to probably bring some memes back to life.
Can't wait.
So if, like, you walk out of someplace with a fork, I would be there going, "Hold, criminal scum! Your stolen goods are now forfeit. Pay with your blood." That's a lovely one. The
That's very
Imperial Guard
aggressive.
song is out there now, and
Mhm.
all sorts of things that people had fun with. Sheogorath, Daedric Prince of Madness, at your service. And I love this because I'll never be able to order a cheese pizza again because people use the soundboard and they call the pizza shops and they're saying, what can I do for you today? Cheese! You want a cheese pizza? I want cheese for everyone! Oh, how many would that be, sir? And so I can't call anywhere as Sheogorath to order a pizza because I'll never get it or I'll get it with a lot of
I mean,
spit.
honestly, you're doing everybody a favor if you do. So.
Yeah,
I mean, and your shirt is totally on theme today as well.
Yeah, wearing my Sheo shirt. I've got, and of course, there's, where is it? My Dark Brotherhood pin here. Lucian LeChance of the Dark Brotherhood, dear child of Sithis. I don't spread rumors, dear child.
I gotta get water. Give me a second.
So, yeah,
Whoever
I
types
love
first, you're in charge.
Oblivion to me was, I mean, I've loved all the games. I loved Morrowind. Ah, yes, we've been expecting you. Come right in. I love Skyrim, which is fantastic, but Oblivion to me was where I came out to play. And it was the original, all the races had the same voices. Oh man, there's so much crossbreeding amongst the Imperial Guard, you know, mom, dad, the family reunions were very confusing. But
It's a lot of love.
I know, but I just absolutely loved that game. And as other games came along, and then you got to see Skyrim with its 10th anniversary edition. And when I first put that on the Xbox Series X, oh my God, the visuals to me were just, I was blown away. And to make Oblivion now have that kind of feel, that kind of look, the gameplay, the graphics, I mean, if I walk up to a lady in the middle of one of the towns and tap her on the shoulder and she turns around and does not look like Terry Jones in drag from Monty Python, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I mean, I love the game. So now people are going to get a chance to see it with brand new eyes. And for people who have only ever played Skyrim, this is going to be kind of a revelation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the predecessor, so it's taking people back.
Oh. Oh my goodness, look at that. The graphics detail on this. Not just on the backgrounds, not just every leaf on a tree, but looking at the clothing, at the leather, and he's wearing some fur, and you're seeing all this guard right here. This guard, people are like, that's so effective. He seems to have this cold out there in the middle of this island where the winds are whipping around, and I had a cold. I was really, really sick that day. But
you didn't have to go that hard into the role, Wes.
I know, I'm method, so method. But look at that. Now, there's the door to the fringe, and inside, what's going to happen?
Dude.
Oh, look at the screens. Even the screens, the loading screens look so much sweeter and more detailed. And there he is, Haskell. Look at him, sitting there all bald and boring. Haskell, your room's very dark, just like your personality.
Yeah, there's still some lag.
Hurry up and talk. Oh, look at the detail on Haskell's face. You can really see what living with Sheogorath has done to him. He looks like Marley's ghost there.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing the remaster.
This is the first time I've seen any of
personality.
this. And hurry up and talk. Oh, look at the detail on Haskell's face. You can really see what living with Sheogorath has done to him. He looks like Marley's ghost there.
I mean, this is the first time you're seeing the remastered,
This is the first time I've seen any of this. And the detail and the expression on the face, he just looks so weary, so put upon.
Dude.
Well, it's been almost 20 years, so we've
All right.
had a lot of
Good
ability
luck
and
at work,
technical
Moon.
advancements from there. So.
Go be happy.
Yes, and imagine
And age, I guess, for
20,
him as well.
20 years in the service of Shea Gorath is going to age anybody,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
I like his puffy sleeves there. That little sign.
This is your average 22-year-old from New York.
Now, what would you say your favorite role has been for Oblivion, or which character do you feel like you gravitated the most towards?
Well, that's the thing. People ask me all the time, who's your favorite character to play this? And that's a Sophie's choice, because you bring a little of yourself to every role you do. You got to bring, these are all like my children. So, I mean, I love Lucian. I love Shea Gorath. I love them all for very different reasons. I remember working with Mark Lampert for this game, and we're doing the same Imperial Guard voice, even the Gray Fox, like capital, but he's still very much the Imperial. But then he gets to Lucy and he goes, this guy's a little different, a little darker, a little more macabre. So I think about it for a second, and I start going into this thing, and in my mind, you try to get an image of who the character is.
What are we watching? This is the review for the Oblivion remaster, which comes out today. It is already out.
And just insidious.
Does it take you? Is it that quick for you sometimes when you like get a breakdown of a character?
Sometimes it can, and sometimes I take time. Shea was a different thing, but with Lucian.
Do we play it today, chat?
I had a come here, Bubby. It's okay. With Lucian, the image I had in my mind as I portrayed him at first was completely different from the image of what he ended up looking like. You know, he ended up looking, they made him this gorgeous guy, you know, and when we were looking at him going, oh my God, he's gorgeous. And he has a heart of darkness, the perfect man. So, but he was so much fun to do.
Okay.
And people say, do you know what happened to him? Spoilers. You just finish your lines. So when I'm playing the game and I get to that point in the game, I'm like, oh, you know, I'm experiencing it as well. And, oh, look at this, the butterflies. The breakaway into the Shivering Isles and the butterflies. That is beautiful.
Oh.
And Haskell's out of there, man. It's quitting time. Look at that. Through the fringe of madness. Yeah, with Shea Gorath, I had about a week to prepare. And I was told, we want something a little more stand-up, but we want him to feel dangerous but funny. And they said, maybe something like Robin Williams. And I thought, no, Robin Williams is a bit too cuddly, you know. As Shea Gorath, I'll skip rope with your entrails. I don't believe you. So,
admittedly, that would be an interesting thing to see Robin Williams talking about.
I know, but I thought, where could I find my inspiration for this character? And I started thinking about different stand-up comedians who would I find dangerous, that I would love to have a drink with, and laugh and joke, but afraid they might beat me up at the end of the night. And I came up with Billy Connolly, the Scottish comedian.
Oh yes.
But I thought, I can't just do a straight up Billy Connolly. He can be my spirit animal. But it didn't seem, it felt too, he's not Scottish. And I thought, well, I've got this friend.
Let me see what the requirements are.
Irish Channel down in DC.
And then we'll try it.
Stack. And Tom is he's from Cork, Ireland. And so there's this Irish accent. And I thought, what if, because he's got mania and dementia, this character can go between an accent fluidly. Like you think he might be Irish, you think then maybe he's Scottish when he gets more manic. But what happens when he gets deadly serious? There are a few moments where it drops completely. Why? Because everything else is an affectation. He does what he wishes to do. And so, like the brain pie line, where you'll hear all three separate things. And he's like, and he starts wondering what you're like, perhaps brain pie. Perfect! Care to donate?
adds an extra layer of terror to
Yeah,
his character for sure.
you just don't know where he's going to land with some of these things, whether it's friendly, whether it's deadly, whether it's over the top, whether he's crazy mad. I just had to sit there and let that thing flow back and forth. And I think from what I was told later, Todd was listening to it and they weren't expecting that. And so it threw him off a little at first. And then the more he listened to it, the more he was like, oh, no, I like this. I like this. And that's who Sheo became.
And you define the character through multiple games and multiple universes.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing to be able. I love more than anything trying to figure out who a character is, and the Rubik's Cube of their personality and the whole thing.
And I imagine though the character is designed by somebody else, that you get to input a lot of your influence and sort of direction on it, even still.
Well, you have to bring a sense of life to it. Whereas when someone is writing it, they're bringing their sense of life to it, their experience. But you don't know their experience, but you know the circumstances of the character, and you can build something upon the character, and then live in that space, become somewhat that character, which is why every one of them become like children of mine.
I hope you don't become too much.
Oh, no. There are some days. The one I don't want to become the more like is Hermaeus Mora. And
that would also be terrifying, yes.
Yeah, Mel Blanc used to look at the photographs of the characters that he was doing and would base them on that, like Sosia Shogala from Morrowind. I saw him. So every one of the Bretons seemed like an old bald guy with a goatee. But you look at Hermaeus Mora and you're like, 1 million eyeballs and 1 million tentacles. What does that sound like? And, I worked with D.B. Cooper as the director for the ESO.
D.B. Cooper.
And we had to do some adaptation because he was very slow and ponderous in some of the earlier games. And with clips and lisps and clicks and all this. But I adapted it but kept it the same as well. And the explanation that I come up with,
going from robbing a plane to
different. Where on Hermaeus Mora do you see a mouth?
I don't even want to know where the mouth is, honestly.
I know. I think you're hearing him telepathically. And just like with every telepathic thing.
That's crazy.
He
probably gets that a lot, though.
Better receptor to hear than another character would have.
Yeah, that makes
Some
sense.
people would have a less sensory perception, and so it might be a little more muddled. It might be a little more clicky. It might be a little draggy, because that is how your extrasensory perception of their voice is. However, if you're a little stronger and you've got a little bit more going for you in that regard, suddenly it's a little clearer.
Right.
It's like the difference between the Beatles listening to Helter Skelter on vinyl, then later on CD. Oh, it's so much clearer. Manson was like, I wasn't meant to kill anybody after all. So yeah.
Okay.
That's there. Long answer, but
it's a perfect.
Jack, can I get a maple?
I love doing it.
And I know you don't have necessarily a favorite character because they are your children, but do you have a favorite line that you've done, or at least like maybe a handful of lines?
I do love the line where, Lucien LeChance does say, "I don't spread rumors, dear child. I create them." And the only thing that bugs me is when Knights of the Nine came in, you're talking to Lucien and you ask him about rumors, and he goes, "I heard there's a prophet down by the..." No! No, Lucien, come on, man.
Yes, I know. I'm very excited, so you're excited.
I do love some of those lines. The cheese line really took off. I mean, the cheese for everyone.
I mean, I got you the sign
I
specifically.
know. Look at that. Cheese for everyone. It was just a couple of lines in the middle of Oblivion, and it took off and had a life of its own.
I mean, who doesn't love cheese? Though,
Everybody
for real?
loves
like,
cheese.
If somebody said it to me, I'd be really happy.
Yeah. I went to Amsterdam with the ESO crew, and went to the cheese shop, bought a bunch of cheese, and took a picture out there, and everybody was just like, well, there he is in his natural habitat. Cheese. And there wasn't enough for everyone. Sorry.
That would have been a lot of cheese. You probably would have made the.
She wants some cheese? Dude, so do I.
You got to go through customs.
It's difficult. Nobody wants to deal with that.
Yeah. How much cheese?
I'm excited, so no, she's excited.
Enough.
Enough cheese. Is there ever enough?
There's never enough cheese.
Hey, yes,
no,
I love you too.
Shivering Isles, right?
Yeah, I think we're going to traipse around the Shivering Isles for a little while.
And look at some of the faces and the hair, so much more defined.
And this is something that does come in the remastered. You get all of the DLC with it, so.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it's the full package.
So you get Knights of the Nine. You know, Pelin the White Strake. I was Pelin. But you know, it's one of the ones that people don't think about. What's the guy's name? Begins with a U. Lives in a cave. You get the staff of Sheogorath from him later.
I'm looking at my friends off camera.
I forgot that I'd done the character.
Oh, really?
And I'm playing.
I guess when you do so
game.
many, it probably is just like kind of blurs together unless it's something like really big, right?
Some of them really stand out. They're much bigger, but I was the.
Jonah thinks you should get some cheese.
I was the
you deserve some cheese.
As the Hermes Columbus, the suicidal guy. Those are all fun roles to play. But
Chat, do I give her some cheese?
The suicidal guy is begging you to kill him, and at the end he's like, "What are you doing?" But all the voices in this are the same, so we get to hear this fella right here, yeah?
Yep.
Craig Seckler is the adoring fan. And
she'll get some cheese.
I didn't murder him, I swear. I mean, not yet anyway.
Look at that. Like,
should I?
Yeah, in tribute to Craig.
She's gone Super Saiyan.
Lovely. It's lovely.
My sword.
Like a rock star.
Should I just keep this on the whole time? Man, you got to do that lockpick quick. I remember we did an Oblivion stream.
That's a little different,
a couple
isn't
years
it?
ago, and it was like torture watching my friend try to do the lockpick and just failing every single time. But yeah, the same lock.
Watching someone play a game is fun, like this when you're battling skeletons. When it takes them an hour to pick a lock, and they're saving and going back again and again and again, it's like, call me.
It's funny at first, and that was a live stream too, so it was funny at first, but then it's just like, okay, all right, and then stream's over, rage quit,
Lockpick, the live stream.
So can you tell us anything about your first interaction with Bethesda Game Studios, like how you started with the team here?
My first game was Morrowind, and I went, we were recording at a place called Absolute Pitch in D.C. A fellow by the name of Chip Ellinghouse was recording us. But my director was Todd Howard.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we sat there and went through all the different characters, the Bretons and different Daedric gods and some orcs and all sorts of things. We were having a good time. I do remember going down to Au Bon Pain and getting, taking a break and getting a chocolate croissant and just chatting and walking. And the thing is, Todd's always been very passionate about these games, That's the thing that people don't. I don't think people realize just how deeply enmeshed into the game world he is. I mean, the old top-down turn-based type games, the board games, things of that sort, and to bring the spirit of those into these worlds. And, Morrowind was kind of a real departure for the Elder Scrolls, which had been much less graphically robust.
That was a nice way of putting it.
Yeah. And,
it's retro. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. And the voice acting was very sparse then. It wasn't even that much more in Morrowind, but what was there was really fun and really good to do. And I started playing that game, getting 700 hours in. You know how it goes. You think I'm going to play for half an hour before bed, and the next thing you know, birds are chirping outside.
Yeah.
Your day is toast.
What day is it?
And you go
What
to sleep
time
and
is it?
dream in that world.
Mm-hmm.
Which was interesting because I had not had the experience of I've done some games and things of that sort. I played, I think in Unreal 2, like 200 different people dying in 500 different ways.
Oh my gosh.
I was basically the equivalent of a Wilhelm scream.
No.
And this one I really wanted to play, and I got into it, and I started dreaming in that world. And when I started voicing Oblivion, I knew where to close my eyes and see the world around me. Now, maybe in Oblivion I didn't see any silt striders, and there were no boots of that would help me fly from one end to the other. Thank God there were no cliff racers.
You mean you don't want to hear the screaming sounds of the cliff racer as you close your eyes and try to sleep?
I got some real Samuel L. Jackson choice quotes in on those cliff racers along the way. Yeah, but I saw that world. And I lived in that world because I lived in the world when I was playing the game. And I discovered something. The more you play the games, the more immersive your performance can become, because you know the world not like everybody else is going to know it. The games become so, like almost virtual reality. You're sucked into them. These worlds become sometimes even more real than your own world.
Him saying that.
I was able to take.
I'm gonna pause it quick because there's a little desync and I wanted to catch up. When Fallout, like the show for Fallout was coming out, they had an interview with the cast, and the three main characters, Lucy the Ghoul and Maximus. I think it was Maximus. It's Max something. Said they each put at least 300 hours into the various games. Walton Goggins said he played 2,000 hours with his kids. And I think that's why that was so successful. Because if you're jumping into a series and you don't know anything about that series, if it's the first game, it's fine. But if it's like the second game and you're part of like a property that's been around for like decades, you need to do a little bit of it so you understand a bit of it. Because if you're just jumping in out of the blue, it's not going to work. Also, Maple did get some cheese. So
I started working with Mark Lampert. And he was like, with the Imperial Guards, let's go less what you were doing with the Bretons. I want you just to give me, these guys are full of testosterone. And we found the voice that we wanted for that. And so the Imperial Guards are the first ones that I did. But then I started doing some of the other characters around it. I'm really proud that Lucien Lachance was one of the first voices that ever broke through the voice class system in Elder Scrolls. And by the time Shivering Isles came around, we had a bunch of different voices suddenly. It really changed things a lot. So watching it grow and doing these things and to be able to perform alongside folks like Linda Carter, who's been in these, that our party for Oblivion, a lot of the big game parties have been pretty crazy at different places. Oblivion, in a way, was kind of a lot more sedate, but still was big at the time. We went on like this one cruise ship on the Potomac where they had dinner. And we're all out there and hanging out and eating dinner, going up top, recreating Titanic scenes on the edge of the boat.
As you do.
as one does, yeah. And it was so fun, and getting a chance to see and talk with Linda Carter, who it turns out is also a huge Washington Capitals fan.
Also a win.
Yeah, and that the Capitals stuff came into play. Because when I started doing the arena announcer, I'd been doing the Capitals for about, I guess we started recording this, in 2003? So I'd been the arena announcer for about 3 years, and I was learning who I was and doing things. And I asked Mark, "How do you want to do the arena announcer?" He's like, "You know, kind of what you're doing with the Caps, only on steroids, because these are gladiators." I thought, okay, so I brought that oomph. I unleashed
From the diaphragm.
fury. Yeah, you know, good people of the city of Cyrodiil, welcome to the arena. And I started taking some of that.
I want to do voices like
I
that.
did with Oblivion and bringing it to the capitals. And the two of them began to merge together until I became sort of over the top with people going, "You're not old school. You're not classic. You're just a rebel punk is what you are." I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. So I'm a rebel punk, but I'm out there unleashing fury. I'm a fan with a microphone, and I'm going nuts. And a lot of the development into that started with Oblivion. What's really weird is that I've been doing that now for 25 years for the Capitals. And in that time, as other people retired and left the job, all the people who are out there saying, "You're not old school, you're not traditional," started replacing the old school and traditional guys with people who sounded like me and were doing the things I did. So 25 years later, guess what? I'm old school, doing what I did when I was a young punk. So, you know, thank you, Oblivion. Thank you, Mark, for helping change how I do things, you know, and that's the thing. Over this period of time that we've done these games, over this period of time that we've worked with all these different characters, I'm constantly learning and I'm constantly growing and constantly grateful for the opportunity to bring new characters to life, like Johannes Verlaine in The Gold Road, where it was very emotional. It was a very emotional piece, and I was able to, as a parent, everybody has regrets. You know, no matter how good a job you've done, you have regrets. And I channeled that into this character who died and left things unsaid and undone with his son, and is given a chance through, you know, the magic of this world and Hermaeus and all sorts of things, to be able to come back and try to make amends. And it was hugely emotional for me.
Damn.
Because you say you put so much of yourself into the characters you're doing.
Yeah. And after we were done and I was working with DB on, I said, "Wow, that one was a little intense." And she said, yeah. I love working with her. It's like a waltz. It's like a dance, you know. But I see something after the game comes out. Somebody has a photograph of some dog looking really sad in the back seat going, "Who is the actor for Johannes Verlaine? They just killed me." And I'm like, yes.
Nailed it.
Because if you don't feel it, they don't feel it. And I'm a fan of the games. I'm a fan of the worlds. I'm a fan of every one of my characters. Even the bad ones have their reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can get into that, and if you can feel that, and I can make it real for me, then maybe I'm making it real for somebody else.
Absolutely.
And it becomes immersive for them. So
That's what I'm saying.
Without question.
Yeah.
Well, speaking to that point, what do you hope that players experience or feel from the characters that you portrayed in Oblivion? Who may be experiencing it for the first time,
Yeah.
or maybe they're returning to it and having played the previous version of Oblivion.
I think that it makes me very happy that these characters are going to get a second chance. The Imperial Guards, you know, even in the strength of I once took an arrow to the knee, you know, even in with that coming around, people still remember the Imperial Guards of Oblivion.
Oh yeah.
You know,
I would say I see them probably second or third most from all Elder Scrolls titles, right? I'm looking at Jess over here, another Jess.
They jump scared me all the time. I've got core memories that I just reacted because they would spot me stealing something, and yeah.
Well, I scared myself once playing the game. Oblivion, I'm up in one of the towers in one of the Oblivion gates, and I do the Dremora, the Daedric warriors that suddenly pop up and fight and battle in the middle of Oblivion. And it's the middle of the night. I'm walking up a winding staircase, and suddenly I come out. Sorry, Finn. Sorry, Finn. And
I didn't sign up for this.
I jumped, and I'm like, holy hell, I just scared myself.
Poor dog.
Well, I was going to ask, do you find that you can disconnect from the characters that you've done and your voice in the game when you're playing as a player?
Yeah, you know, the thing is, when I'm playing the games, I am the character that I'm, you know, I'm with the controller, that's me, right?
Yeah.
And then I'll listen to hear if the voice is immersive or if it stands out, if it didn't work. If it worked and it's fine, I'll let it go and I'll just enjoy the environment. That being said, there's something about people who are like, well, what do you play as? I'm like, I play as an Imperial. And they're like, every time I said, yes, yes.
That was going to be a question.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm going to be out there and I've got a big broadsword and I'm battling going, yeah, yeah, ha! It's my voice. I'm the one who's actually doing the battle. As the Imperial, there's something kind of meta about that.
Yeah, totally. Don't look at the screen, Finn.
Oh, man. No,
Feeling
don't.
a skinned hound.
Oh.
Yeah, you're not a skin hound. You're a furry hound.
Sorry, Finn.
Hey, Bo.
Yes, you are.
So if you, as yourself,
I
as
said
Wes
Poe, not
Johnson,
Maple.
Yeah.
were to be in Cyrodiil, who do you think you
It's
would
okay.
be? Would you be like an adventurer or an alchemist or a sneaky archer?
Probably an adventurer. I was always the big sword guy. You know, I mean, going out and doing stealth and climbing with trees and hitting people with a bow and arrow.
He's got a quiver made out of a dragon skull.
Kind of fun occasionally. But let's be honest, we play this game because we have had a bad day and we want to take a broadsword and chop somebody up, you know, and not go to jail for it. Yeah. Oh, look at that!
Which
Yeah.
is terrifying, by the way.
Yeah, big flame.
Ricardo, you're a pro.
Those are scary, and the liches. And,
I'm just gonna say
How's
that
it so
while
far?
I'm very excited to play this myself.
Oh, the game is out today. Not for $80. It is a $50 US game that shadow dropped after a decade's worth of work. So, it's going pretty damn good.
So glad that I have to do it on here because I would be really sucking trying to multitask.
I do love the running around, getting involved in things. Now, I know I'm not the only one that at the end of a big session, I save and decide to murder the entire town.
Yeah, totally.
Gotta
That's
kill
just what you do.
Everybody in town.
It is always important to save, especially for reasons like this. Pro
And
tips.
then you come back after you've murdered pretty much everybody, and you go back to that original save. Don't they somewhat be like,
That was
I'm
just
feeling a little uneasy
in your head
suddenly.
what your character was doing, and then it
Yeah.
goes back and snaps back into reality.
I think all the Dark Brotherhood quests are so cool. The party is a very good one, where you have to go around the party and knock a bunch of people off, and they don't know it's you.
How long is this gameplay going to be?
I've not had that experience.
The amount of diversity and range in the types of quests that are in Oblivion and stories that you hear are definitely
This is like-
exciting, and you can't wait for people to experience those or re-experience them.
So the showcase ended.
So when you played Oblivion initially, what stuck out for you?
Just, I mean,
In 30 minutes of
vastness
gameplay.
the world, like how expansive it was, and how
Yeah, let's.
Always loved this Shale. I've loved this outfit. He looks a little bored.
I think he's just not mad enough yet.
He's got some drip.
We'll get there. Oh, there I saw. Oh, let's see the expression changing slightly.
I love the hand tap.
Yeah. But I think he looks a little bit more like me. Here I've been mantling him all along, and now he's mantling the old me.
Definitely the facial hair. You need to get in on like the golden eyes, though.
Well, I have those contacts for when I go out to cons and things of that sort. After about an hour, they feel like little clay pigeons on my eyeballs.
I can imagine it was probably not very comfortable.
But they're great for staring contests. People don't want to continue to look you in the eye.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. It's just like darting away, and it's like I can see you now looking at me right in the eye.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for anybody that would potentially want to get into voice acting or pursue a career in voice acting?
I would say first things first, get yourself a recorder, whether it's a handheld recorder, something, we have them all on our phones now. You can build yourself a studio pretty quickly and easily, but you got to work on the dead sound. But just the handheld recorder, get some dialogue and start reading this dialogue. And when I say read, I don't mean read, because it sounds like you're reading, you've taken somebody out of it.
Right.
If it sounds like you're acting, you take somebody out of it. I need you to just become. Look at those lines and remember that your job is not just to read what's on the paper. It's to bring it to life.
Hey, Cap.
Voice acting also includes breathing, sighing, laughing. Make it natural. Bring emotion to it. Try different things. I do a class through a theater lab of teaching video game voice acting. And that's one of the things I work with people on, is you listen to this stuff, you record this stuff, and let it sit for 2 days. Because when you're recording or you're in the moment, ideally, you're 100% in character and you're not thinking about all these things. If you give yourself 2 days distance, you can listen to it a little more objectively.
Yeah.
And then you say to yourself, that's when your director comes in, or your technical director. Never while you're performing. But when you're listening back to it 2 days later and you go, okay, I could have done this, could have done that. Because you're not just training your voice, you're training your ear. And that's hugely important. In anything, to succeed at something, you got to do it. And so I tell people in my class, this is their homework assignment every week, and they get something, or they get little lines and things of that sort to work
Cap,
on. And we
it's peak.
discuss it, and what did they hear, what are they doing, and I don't ever listen to it. I want them to listen to it, and then we discuss what they've done. Because when that 6-week course is over, whose counselor are they going to be leaning on? Their own.
Right.
And you want to, the people who were not really serious about it, stop.
Yeah.
The people who were serious about it, continue to do those recordings, continue to do something, knowing that every time you go out for an audition, you look at places like on Reddit, they have Casting Call Club, where you can go in and maybe get yourself a job doing mods. And, it's important. First of all, if you do a mod and you do it well, you're going to have stuff that you can use in your demo.
Right.
Also, these people are up-and-comers in the industry. And
Good advice.
word of mouth is very important. So if you can start on a ground level with somebody who's starting out and they begin to know you and trust you, and you grow and learn together, that's the best. So I would say, if you want to do it, do it. And make that part of your job is going out there and looking for auditions. You can look on Backstage. You can look at Actors Access. If you're in the DC area, there's a thing called DragonutConnects.com that shows free auditions. And then you go to Casting Call Club online. If you do take my course, we have a Discord group.
Oh.
And it's just
He's
full
tuned
of
in.
my alumni. And they all share.
I'm sure everybody is really helpful. And
They help each other.
with their experiences.
And that's the thing. Work with people who are working. Not with people who are like, oh, I could do it if I wanted to.
Everybody thinks they
If I
can do
really
that.
wanted to, I'd be better than anybody else. Have you been doing anything about it? No, but someone will offer me a job eventually. Now you got to chase everything down. You got to do it because you love it. That's it. Nobody's getting rich doing this, but you have to love it.
Yeah.
Oh, and God help me, Jess, I love it.
Great life advice.
Yeah, that is just great life advice. You heard it. Do it.
That
From
young
the professional
Balrod's
here.
not going to get any older.
And then you can immortalize yourself forever in a video game.
Yeah.
Multiple characters, like Wes, if you're lucky.
And to see this come back all these years later, and it's going to be, I think this is going to be huge. I think people are just going to love it all over again.
Well, they don't have to wait much longer because it is available today.
Oh.
Go get it.
Go get it. Go download it. It's on Xbox Series X, NES, and day one on Game Pass. It is also on PC and PlayStation 5. So.
And I don't know what you're waiting for. You're sitting around. It's not going to just drop into your lap. Go find it. Go get it.
I got nothing to add to that.
Get you.
Thanks so much. Thank you so much, Wes. And Finn.
Finn?
You're an excellent co-host.
Oh.
Finn, say bye-bye to all the peoples. Bye.
Oh, is that it? Oh, goodbye, Finn. Okay, Maple. I was shifting.
Years ago. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams.
Hi.
This is the 27th
I know.
of last
It's a good day, isn't it?
The year of Akatosh.
Mud crab.
433.
What a vile thing.
These are the closing days of the Third Era. And the final hours.
Cap, the Argonians look
my life.
Interesting.
I have seen the gates of oblivion.
Was he dead?
Beyond which no waking eye may see.
Go find Matthew. Go find Fisherman.
This
Okay.
is only the beginning.
Or just lick my hand, that works.
Worse is yet to come. Looks clear.
The time of cleansing draws nigh.
Who now will save us from the coming darkness?
What? Twitch messed up this live stream so much.
Here you must find your own path.
Like, sometimes the Twitch stream is better than the YouTube one. It's not the case. Damn. That's not the case for this.
Find him.
I know what's gonna be one of the most clicked on parts of the trailer. Okay. And it's done. Dude, Okay, let's check. So okay, that's a Triceratops head. I'm downloading. That's such a cool gauntlet. $67. Can I handle it? A 2080 minimum. Okay. So, Jonah, can you put us into just chatting? Oh yeah, everybody's into... Like, just looking at it, everybody's already in. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess I know what we're doing. Man. There we go. Alright, chat. I can't guarantee we'll play it today, given that it's downloading, but... Why don't we do... Okay, how about this? We'll do Monster Hunter today, and tomorrow we will play Oblivion. That work? Okay. I have it. I will download it later tonight. I've also downloaded Elden Ring, so we can play that at some point. Actually, just a huge day for gaming. Like, that's crazy. Genuinely, I didn't think in my lifetime I would see that. Like... That's crazy. So, chat, tomorrow. Yeah. Well, okay, to be fair, the trailer getting taken off of Silksong's Steam page was an error on Steam's end, not them taking it down. So, it is still coming out. But you know what that means? This year, we'll have had a new Monster Hunter game that is critically acclaimed enough to sell 10 million copies on Steam alone in 3 weeks. GTA 6, Oblivion. It was supposed to be a good game, but Civ 7. Like, and a new COD thing today. Or not today, but this year. Like, dude. It's... I know every year, like, one game comes out, and people are like, gaming is back. It's peak again. Actually, though, Bethesda and Xbox shadow dropping the biggest game they have until Elder Scrolls 6. Thank you, Jonah. There was no build up. It was like, surely this week it's coming out. This week it's coming out. But this week it's coming out. And then they're just like, tomorrow. Trailer. And then, by the way, it's also out everywhere. And it's not $80. Like, that's crazy. Is the event not out yet? Dude, I was here. Chat, where were you when Oblivion came out? Answer, right here. $30K units sold on Steam in an hour. Dude, this is like money glitch for Xbox. Where's GG Man? GG Man's, I said it was gonna be like 40-50 bucks. GG Man was like, it's not gonna be like 40 bucks. Where are you now? See, Nintendo is like, what I think GG Man mentioned, like, Nintendo is setting the price of like games to $80 now. I think Xbox just fixed that. Cause like, where's the, like, you can't say, oh, $80 is the standard now. Considering what Xbox just did? Like, 30,000 units at $60, $50-$60. And Oblivion's not a small game. I'll get the lobby code added in a second.
Sorry about the delay.
Over 1.8 million an hour. Is that dollars? Yeah. I mean, realistically, right? What has Bethesda done wrong in the past couple years for like gaming stuff? Like, they overpromised on Starfield. And I mean this like genuinely, like, compared to other companies, Bethesda had a hit show come out. Fallout 76. They've done pretty good on trying to get things going. ESO is popular. Starfield is like, they overpromised. And they're trying to fix that now.
Come on, you're better than this. Leave this to me. Shields inbound.
It's like... Xbox, Halo used to be their main moneymaker. And now it's Bethesda. That's crazy to me. 40 units sold. And it... Okay, that's 40 units. I'm willing to bet most people are still asleep. And haven't looked at it yet. By the end of today, it's probably going to be like over 1 million. Like, I won't be surprised if it's a day one release with a couple million. Yeah, that's just on Steam. It's on Game Pass. So like... And that's what I mean, like, realistically, what have they done? What have they done wrong? I'm impressed. Now, performance, like, the game might not perform well. Alright? That's the only problem I can see right now. Is that it's so unoptimized and so buggy and whatever. I don't think that'll be the case. But who knows? It's a Bethesda game. And okay, do you know, Cap, you might remember. Do you remember that leaked report from Bethesda saying like all the games they had planned, all the lineups? After the Oblivion remaster, half a year later, was supposed to be a Fallout 3 remaster. Do you remember that? Can you imagine, in 6 months from now? No, I don't remember. Let me see if I can find it. We'll take a look at it. There was a leak. Before Bethesda got bought by Xbox. So, like, of when things were supposed to come out. Grand Hub. Let me see if I can find it. Bethesda.
I'll get ready too.
Game schedule. Okay. So. That's a horrible quality picture. Okay. Here we go. So, display capture. Okay. So, this is before Xbox bought Bethesda and ZeniMax Studios. For 2020. Alright, for 2020. 5 years ago. We were supposed to get Doom Eternal in DLC, Elder Scrolls Online, Fallout Wastelanders, that's for 76, Deathloop, Fallout Shelter Online, Project Whirlwind. This is an Asia-only game for Shelter Online. In 21, we were supposed to get Starfield. Things got delayed a little bit. Redfall. Like, that's a Redfall game we were supposed to get. Project Hibby. These three, I don't know what they were. Oblivion Remaster was supposed to come out in 22. Right? And then 2 years later was the Fallout 3 Remaster. But things were supposed to, like, switch around and whatever. Because of all the progress they've gotten on Elder Scrolls and all the new people they have helping them, do we see a Fallout 3 remaster sooner than 2 years from now? Like, they've been working on these at the same time. In what world do you think that we see a full suite of the Bethesda games within the next year or two? Because we're getting a new Doom. We're getting Oblivion. We're gonna get a new fitting song, by the way. Like, are we gonna have a Bethesda year? Dude. Give me that giant beak. I don't... Okay. The Monster Hunter stuff isn't out yet. What is current UTC time, chat? What's current UTC? Is it like 11 or something? $16.28. Or 30. Okay, so they pushed the event back for NA a day. Okay. So maybe we do Oblivion today. I'll run the download. It's 12 a.m. on the 23rd. So midnight is when it starts. Oh. What's up, fish? Okay, we'll do this mission. I'll hop off Monster Hunter. We start downloading Oblivion and do that today. Today. Like, I'm...
Thanks. That helped.
Dude. I don't actually know what to do. Jonah, can you put us in, or Fish, can you put us in the Oblivion category? The more people wake up, this is still Wilds, no. Man. I need to break the head. Okay. We are speedrunning. Thank you, Capnor. Appreciate it.
This is a rare research opportunity. Can't let it go to waste.
Yeah. Get me out of this game. I got one beak, it's over. It didn't work? I know. It's mods only. Yeah, let me see if I can craft something quick and then we'll get off this.
Come on over. How can I serve?
Oh. There's so much we can actually make. What do we Number 112. Goodbye.
Watch this.
Lend me a hand.
Yes, sir.
Here.
Got it.
Elbows. Elbows.
Right.
Good.
All right.
For a tier 8 weapon, that looks
Any requests?
sad. Okay.
Another satisfied customer.
Alright, chat. It's time. It's time. It's time. Put us in the Oblivion category, mods. Somebody, please. What do we do in the meantime, though? Like, this is gonna take... It's set game. It's set game. It's so you put the word set in between the yeah, just like that. Dude. What is this? Chat. What is that helmet? What is this? Wait. That's the base starship. That's the starship you get in D1. Is that using Strand to go to a new planet? Wait. It's a new helmet. I don't recognize any of this armor. You can't be doing this to me today, man. Oh. Dude. I need a stretch. Chat, what do we do? What do I do? What do I do? What? I like... I don't know what to do. I was already kind of tired. Now I don't feel tired, man. Chat, do we think this is actually going to take 30 minutes or no? $20. I'm still tired after another bad sleep. That's fair. That's fair. Let me open my window. Let me... Get that cool morning breeze. Grab a snack before I gotta dog sit. Oh. Dude, I'm... This is... Oh. My friend Lucas has been kind of just twiddling his thumbs waiting for something. I see. And for the Monster Hunter, I saw PT. Or I missed the PT for the time. Oh. Chat, do we watch a video while this downloads? What do we think? IDK? I'm floored. I feel like I've expelled all my energy. Streaming while downloading? It's gonna take a bit. This should be done like probably 20 minutes from now. Mind you, it says an hour and a half now, so. Maybe. Okay. Let me grab a video that we can watch. I'm looking for stuff. Elden Ring? You want me to try to play Elden Ring while downloading Oblivion? Maybe not then. Yeah. Let me look through Twitter, see what comes up. Oh. Ad time? I can do that. Actually, I can't do that right now. They're on cooldown. How you doing, Keister? Doing good. Did you see the thing? Did you see it? The Oblivion showcase? It's it's great. I watched some while making breakfast. So Oblivion's out now. Like, it's released. Just fully. And I fully download speed. Yeah, it's gonna take a bit. Here, let me just hide that. Maybe that'll make it better. We'll check in on it every once in a while. A watched pot never boils, chat. You know. One of the other things I've noticed, the graphical jump Oblivion has had to go from what they were at to now, for $50, there's no excuse. It's broken the PS5 store. Fallout 76 is getting an update. Dude, there's gonna be so many angry grandpas that can't run the game on their Windows Vista. I don't even think it's gonna be that, Cat. I'm looking at Twitter for it. I already see people complaining about the game. It's Grums. What do you expect? And Andor's out today? Dude. It did just come out. But I mean, like, what do we expect? Those guys with mega wide screens complain about. It doesn't surprise me. Like Age of War. That is on. Is it free on Steam? I typed in Age of War fish. I'm not seeing Age of War come up. You send me a link to it? Now sending me to the store page, I might have got taken down. Trying to get me in trouble, man? What the hell? It's like the only free thing is World War soundtrack, RuneScape, March of Empires, which is a mobile game, Age of Empires. There's 43 minutes, chat. We're almost done. It doesn't show up, Fish. I don't know what to tell you. I get Age of Wonders. Free games aren't shared either. So, I'm sorry. They started this in 2021? How long does it take for them to remaster a game? So if they would have started they would have started this halfway through 2021. So it took them 3.5 years to do this. Like 3.5 years to remodel every single object and piece of terrain in the game and get new voices. In class, welcome in, Pineapple. Like 3.5, maybe 4 years. Actually, what excuse does anybody have? What is... If I'm a game developer, right? And I see the reception that this has had, I'm pissed. Have 3 minutes of ads, so we get an hour-long break. I'm pissed. Like, game systems, yeah. It's a game from a previous era and should feel like it. I can't. I know it doesn't take long to model things if you're experienced, but there's a lot of stuff you have to model and animate and code for a remaster. Okay, Jonah. How long do you think it takes for us to get mods, and how long do you think it takes to get those kind of mods? You know, the special mods. The freak mods. Like, how long is it going to be till they're out? About 20 feet? Fair. Because I feel like, like a week for some, a really rough freak mod, like 2 to 3. Because I'm thinking, like, depending on how much of the code's been changed, could, like, how easy could it be to just crank one out, unintended? A working freak mod, like a month to 2? Okay. Well, we have an hour now of no ads, chat. So this coming out, Steam sales are... Gooners are faster than that? Yeah. The horse armor is paid DLC, so... I just assume because it's a big game. That's fair. Oblivion came out 2009, dude. Look at this. There's already... Yeah. Okay, so the... Looks like the lowest price, conversion-wise, get that dong. Like... Packages. There's the deluxe edition. Gift the game to our bot. No, thank you. I can't see anything. I'm watching the stream in 144p. Oblivion is eating my internet. Fair. It looks like all the original achievements are here. And then, by the way, chat, 430 euros for Switch 2 and Mario Kart on Amazon. Is this gonna be on Switch? There's no way, right? Maybe Switch 2, but... Ember... Why is Emerald trending? This is Twitter compression, so it's... This is what I was saying. Jonah, look at this. Look at this idiot. Look at this dumbass. when did Starfield come out and we're back to the pronouns thing? Like, dude. Go back to your gamer buzz scrums. What the hell, man? Like, this is insane. Yeah, he was fish. What is this? Hey. You watch the stream however you gotta. Incredible. We're 34% chat. This is gonna take a minute. Oblivion is done? You. If that's your... Like, if that's big enough of a problem for you to stop playing the game, actual just tourist in gaming. What is this fish? What is this? That's... Man. What is this? What is this orange thing? Shader optimization? That's the lesbian thing? Horse race tests? Huh? Idiot. A powerful horse in the horse race? I don't know what that means. What is this? Jovial got to the bottom of the map in the smoothest possible way and used yellow to push themselves forward. I don't want to hear any more doping allegations. What? Jonah, how long until one of these things is in the Tumblr Sexy Man contest? What? Oh, I didn't know you meant the horses were... I don't understand, man. I thought you meant one of the other characters. I didn't think you meant the horse. I don't understand. How did this start? Scroll through this guy's Twitter. It's all safe, but it's better context. Dude, I'm gonna freak out. Oh. I mean more context. Okay. It's horse race betting? You're telling me that's a horse? Fisherman. You know what a horse looks like? There's a Discord server. Okay. If you like gay and violent video games, you can wishlist my new game coming soon on Steam. I don't... Horse race rabbit hole? Dude, people accuse the orange horse of performance enhancing drugs, but my goat is all natural. It's complicated. So orange hates pink and red and white hate orange. What is this? Brother. My LeBron, my Pookie Bear. I gotta go. Time for a 2-hour drive and then hour flight and a ton of unpacking. Good luck, Parang. Thanks for coming by. I follow this person. What? Man. Okay, Jonah. I saw this piece of art. I thought this was for that Horse Girl anime. The one that we watched a single episode of in Discord. I didn't think it was for this. Pathetic runt. Okay, dude, that's just rude. Doorknob. In the middle of the round? Okay. I see that Avowed is trending, and I saw Amaru was trending. What is going on? Oh. Okay. It's just people comparing Avowed to the new Oblivion. Dude, Avowed... 5 hours? 3 hours? 2 hours? We are gonna be here all day. We're gonna... Okay, so today's React Day. Why is Amaru trending? Oh. Man. Looks something started and it's already ended. Okay. We are at 33 minutes again. This is gonna take forever. Hello? Bum bum bum. Surely this speeds up at some point. The song is all this? Yeah. There's actually just nothing here. Okay. Nothing else new on Twitter. Here, Jonah, I'm gonna send you something. Just because I feel like it's gonna pop up a lot. Dude. That's the stuff I'm looking at right now. Alright. Bum, 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 bum. I need this to hurry up, man. It needs to stop bouncing between 30 minutes and like 2 hours. I know. Okay, how about this? Chat. If I... Okay. The lack of sleep is catching up to me. So, if I end stream now, and then stream again later tonight, does that work? I can nap and eat, and then this will be downloaded. So you'll get 2 streams today. Does that work for y'all? Thoughts? One, yeah. Because the other thing I had planned also isn't out. Monster Hunter is not out yet, so... I mean, like, I'm just sitting here, and I don't want to watch a whole video from someone. I'm not good at reacting when I'm tired, and I'm going downhill, chat, so... Is there somebody? Somebody might be playing it, and I can send y'all there. Actually, no, I'll play it tonight. So. I'll send you over to Rat. They're gonna start it, so. Yeah, I'll be live later tonight. I'm gonna go take a nap or something. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.